for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Graham Rucker for the touchdown. Graham shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, here we go. Tuesday episode. We've already chewed off a little bit of this week. We got some nice wins under our belts to talk about. I'm Timmy Hall, my man tonight. Back from all his weekend travels and doing Bishman Friends on Monday. He is Tyvis Powell, everybody.
Oh,
hey,
Timothy.
Hey.
I know you were just excited, man. We finally are here. Men's basketball.
Oh,
tips
my God.
off.
Marshawn Lattimore.
Look, you
Yeah.
just look at you. You just winning.
Let's go. Hail, baby. Commanders.
Listen, that's
Super Bowl.
that was a big time trade.
Me and Jim Lachey just hug each other every time we see each other.
I know Marshawn probably seen that and was like, I went from a 2-7 team to a 6. What are they? 7-2, 6.
7-2.
Who flipped the record on them?
Tyvis, I don't even understand a record like that. Honestly, because the time that my football consciousness had evolved, it was when Jim Lachey was a member of that team. He was part of the Hogs. I was taught that offensive line play is paramount from watching that team as a very young kid. I was 9 years old. Let's see, that was the 91 season, so that was January 92. I was 8. I was just about to turn 8 when they won that Super Bowl. And I'm telling you, go look at Washington's Pro Football Reference. Basically, the minute they won that Super Bowl, it went into the tanks, baby.
You know what?
It went downhill fast. And I say, like, from that point on, they've been pretty close to the Cleveland Browns. And people say, whoa, you can't say that. You got 3 Super Bowls. And I know.
I'm just saying.
I know
But
that they do.
Stuff like that gives me hope as a Browns fan.
What?
It's always nice to see teams turn it around. Because I
I don't want to have it yet, though. I don't want to have the hope yet, but I'm just enjoying this ride. I'm not thinking NFC Championship or anything just yet. But
you know what? Y'all are having a season like the Browns did last year, where it was.
Oh, God, don't say that.
No, I'm saying.
Don't put me in that box.
I'm saying, like, it's exciting. You're excited for Sundays, like, because good things are happening. Like that feeling.
Yeah.
Like that was like, that's how Browns felt last year.
I smile on Sundays. There was a thing that went out. There was some Commanders fans, and again, we're getting to the Bucks in a moment. You guys know me, big Washington fan. It's kind of cool what they're doing. Marshawn Lattimore, great Buckeye corner, is on the team now.
It ties into the show.
It ties in there. Marshawn Lattimore. It's the Buckeye Show. We're good. So there was a clip of Commanders fans that were there at the Meadowlands, right, for the game. And they were doing like the hail to the, yes, they were saying the Redskins. I get it. You need to call them
Hail
insensitive, whatever. They were singing the song. It doesn't make sense with hail to the Commanders, right? But at the end of it, and they were smiling and laughing, there was like a male voice from right outside the camera angle, and he just said, "I'm having fun watching football." And I thought, yes, like that's, yes. I don't know what this feels like.
I'm glad. You know,
it's a weird feeling.
I'm
it's
happy
like,
for you.
Football.
Y'all in Detroit, y'all. Those are It's like it's been the Redskins / Commanders, Browns, and Detroit Lions have all just been terrible for many years.
Oh my God!
So it's nice to see them flip it around. Even though the Browns had it last year, then they lost it. But that's a whole other.
And I'd say the Bears too. Like
the Bears have but they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that was just a little blip.
What was that?
That was a little blip.
2006?
They had Rex Grossman. That was a lot. And 2006 was almost 20 years ago. And they have sucked a lot since then.
I'm
not saying that they're not allowed to commiserate because they had a Super Bowl run with Rex Grossman. No. And it doesn't even look like this is going to be it for them. It's going downhill right now.
It's not looking great.
Eberflus is a problem.
It tells you that all you really need is once you hit on that quarterback, it changes everything.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. So here's what's coming up tonight. We got some beers and Buckeyes here on a Tuesday. Our friend Pat Murphy from 24/7 Sports and BuckNuts. I know we can talk football. We can talk men's basketball with him. We're obviously going to get into that tonight and the win last night. Something that I think you're going to like, a certain Buckeye being recognized nationally this week. That's pretty cool. Adam King has he feels like he needs redemption. Our buddy from 10 TV, he's going to be in here at 7:19 tonight to do that. And of course, we got a busy night in America, decision night 2024, and decision night in Grapevine, Texas, for the college football playoff rankings coming up here at 7. We'll be all over it.
Big night. The Buckeyes better be 2.
Big night, man.
Would you be mad if they put them at 5?
Okay, you sound like you're more up to speed on this than me. They are allowed to be ranked 2, even though if the bracket came out today, they could not even be in the top 4. Right. So they will still rank. They are ranking them. Okay, right.
Because they gotta wait to the conference
as they see them fit.
They'll fix it once the conference championship game.
They could be 2.
Yeah,
they could be 2 out of that performance. All right. So I teased this with Man and Bone. As we get into the Penn State game from this weekend, I was more impressed about something in that game than maybe anything I've seen in the entire Ryan Day era. Do you know what part of that game it was for me?
The last drive.
Yes. Bingo. Ding. Ding.
Thank you.
Apollo Creed.
Tell them what these won, Johnny.
The very last drive, I did not see that coming.
Yeah, me neither.
You know what? I take it back. Me living in last week didn't see that coming, but something about the way that they played up to that moment. Beam and I sit in here. We watch the second halves together. I watch the first half wherever I am. Sometimes it's a watch party. Sometimes it's with the family at home. Come in here at halftime to prepare and get ready for postgame. So we watch it together, and both he and I agreed something was just in the air. You could feel the vibe, even though we're not in the stadium and we're not on that sideline. It was just about the way they were playing that football game and how they were coming together. We both knew in that moment they were going to possess that football and not give it back. But why would we feel that way? Why would we feel that feeling wash over us with what we've seen?
Why did he do that?
Why?
Why did he do that?
I don't know. But the way that offensive line had performed in that game told us something, and I was still trying to deal with that shock and awe of how could this be? How could Donovan Jackson move over and play left tackle in his first game? How could Carson Hinsman come right off the bench? And yet we think, and then they did, just blow them back and have a 5-minute and 13-second drive and win the game, putting your knee onto the grass. I loved it. It was the best thing I've seen.
They big brother them. That's what they did. They little bro them. That's what they did.
I know what you meant.
It was one of those situations where it was like, we're going to show y'all why we are the big dogs in the Big Ten. And that was what that was. And I think Donovan Jackson hit it on the head with his post-game quote, which I don't know if I'm allowed to say on radio, but, they dropped a blank.
BuckNuts.
There you go. Yes. So,
you can say that.
That's
what are they going to do? Take you away in handcuffs? It's not against the FCC rules.
I don't want Fish to march down.
Fish
here.
is gone. Fish is out. He's done.
I'm sure this is a family show.
Sure it is.
So but that's what they did, and it was something that needed to happen because over the Ryan Day tenure, it's always been toughness. It's always been questioned. Is this team tough enough? And that one moment against that team in that environment with the game on the line, the defense did it, and then the offense followed it right back up. That's nothing but toughness. And I credit the strength staff because you know how Februaries are. You know how winter workouts are. You hear about it. I've lived it. That's when those type of games are won. So give a big shout out to Coach Mickey Marotti and Kenny Parker and the rest of that strength staff.
I want to give credit to everybody. I really do. And again, it wasn't a perfect football game.
Not at all.
There's things that they got to take from that and build on that. You want to, bury Penn State a little bit more for not stepping up to the challenge. I think part of that goes into this.
That's the truth.
Part of it does.
That's the truth.
But both of these programs were programs that were struggling to come up with a big-time win. One of them got it, and one of them didn't. It was tougher for Ohio State because they had to travel. They had to go on the road. They were still thinking about that Oregon loss and the way they didn't perform to their fullest ability against Nebraska. So it was job well done. Dropping the BuckNuts,
there you go.
Whatever you want to say, they manned up. And that was I was proud of them.
Good.
I was proud of that team.
I was proud of the defense because the defense, to me, for a couple of weeks, been getting a lot of scrutiny. And the IGB interception was that was you had to have that. Like that was one of those.
We'll talk about that later in the hour, okay? I want to give you your chance to talk about that play and how special that was.
Like I said, the fourth quarter goal line stand. I mean, they ran the same play three. Like that was right there was about physicality as well. Like they literally just ran essentially the same play 3 times, trying to run it down your throat, and y'all stood up and knocked guys back to not allow it to happen, and that speaks volumes as well. So to me, I walked away from that game saying it made me re-look at the Oregon game, actually. I looked at the Oregon game like after all the stuff that happened in that game, they lost by 1 point. Like if they clean all of that up, maybe they do run away with it from Oregon. I'd be so interested to see them play that game again. Hopefully it looks like it's trending towards the Big Ten championship. I don't want them to think about that now. Yeah. It's my job to think about that. They can't. They got to think about Purdue.
Yeah, maybe they find a way to – well, I mean, look, the position they're in right now is a really good one.
Yeah.
They got 2 weeks here against inferior opponents. Mm-hmm. I think they can actually look forward to a cool trip to Chicago for the Wrigley Field game.
I'll be there.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Tailgate show, there.
I don't think I knew that. That's cool. That's going to be fun. We'll check in with you as you get ready to go out there. But beating Penn State, that was just what the doctor ordered right now, and it's great to see them fail, too.
You guys thought I was a psychopath in the past? You have no idea.
Yeah, just beautiful.
We're done, man.
Oh, wait a minute. Reports are in that James Franklin has lost Pennsylvania. Oh, my goodness. Stunning turn of events here on the night, 2024. Wow, that is going to be hard. That is going to be difficult.
I thought it was a swing. It's not a swing state no more. They're out on them, huh?
They're out. Yeah, it is a swing state, and this is not good when you have lost your home state, and that is what James Franklin has done. So he's going to have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do indeed. All right, the top 3 road win over Penn State, top 20 win over Texas for men's hoops. What did we see in that first matchup that will be sustained? We'll tell you next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Tweet from a listener. Are you carrying the Buckeye game today? Considering we've never not carried one, yes. The answer is yes. The Fan.
Want to kick off your fall shopping with a touchdown? Shop Bob's Discount Furniture for pieces that fit your style and your space. Check out Bob's space-conscious and style-forward furniture for every room, like counter-height dining sets, convenient lift-top coffee tables, guest-friendly pop-up sleepers, and storage-filled seating perfect for game day hangouts. So stop and score winning design with Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Imagine a tailgate, the heat of the flame, the sizzle of the burger, the squeeze of the ketchup. Grilling is essential to tailgating as the game itself. Weber grills are there in the hours, minutes, and even seconds before kickoff. Before the best damn band in the land plays the battle cry, signaling it's time to take the field. Weber is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. This season, Weber created an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State grill inspired by the iconic Buckeye helmets. Find the best damn grill in the land at local Ohio retailers.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
The National Veterans Memorial and Museum in Columbus preserves and shares the stories of our nation's veterans from all branches and all eras of service. With a gift of $20 or more, you can honor a veteran in your life by dedicating a flag in their name to be displayed on the museum's expansive grounds on Veterans Day weekend. Your gift will be matched, and your veteran's name will be shared on our website. Learn more at nationalvets.org.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Save time, reduce costs, and eliminate printer frustrations with modern office methods. Your award-winning managed print services provider. We know how to help your business reduce the cost of office printing by identifying necessary print and paper waste. We can improve your printer fleet and decrease the amount of printer frustration. Why wait? Start saving time and money today. Start with our comprehensive print fleet assessment by going to momnet.com and click on free assessment.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app, or listen at home on your smart speaker, or open up the iHeartRadio app, or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the Dopes at The Fan.
November is an ideal month to plant trees in Ohio because the soil is still warm, which reduces the transplant stress. Plus, trees require less water in November than in the heat of the summer, allowing roots to grow in the cooler temperatures. When planting trees, keep these tips in mind. Select trees that are zone hardy for where you plan to plant. Avoid planting trees that produce slip hazards like fruits and nuts close to sidewalks. And don't plant large trees near or under utility lines. To learn more about the November tree planting, contact an ISA certified arborist near you by going to trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org.
Ohio has over 920,000 diabetics. If you are a diabetic, take a step in the right direction by having your feet checked routinely by a podiatric physician, the most qualified doctors to care for your feet. Adding a podiatrist to your healthcare team can help you better manage the effects of diabetes on your feet. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Bright, breezy, and dry on this Election Day evening. Temperatures in the upper 70s. Overnight, we'll keep it mild, mostly cloudy with rain moving in by Wednesday morning. Temperatures in the low to mid 60s. Back up to around 70 by Wednesday afternoon with partly sunny skies. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Tailgating is a state of mind. You are listening to The Buckeye Show.
Timmy Hall and Tyvis Powell, and all you fine Buckeye fans, good to be here with you on a election night Tuesday. We are brought to you by our good friends at CareSource and by Coors Light. We thank them for sponsoring this lovely radio show. So, we got a little men's basketball in our system last night. I love the game. I love how you're doing it this way to start off the season. All across college basketball, Tyvis, you see a great team playing crap. Mm-hmm. That's what you see. Mm-hmm. It's just cupcake galore. And what do you get out of that? You're seeing 30-point beatdowns. You're seeing 50-point beatdowns. Cincinnati, who the Buckeyes played in the exhibition, they're playing Arc Pine Bluff, something like that.
Never heard of
Cooper Flag and Duke, they're playing Maine. You know, respect to the Black Bears, but I mean, come on.
You know how it is.
Come
they
on.
want to start with the easy ones and then rev it up as the season goes.
I mean, you got new teams. You're trying to find some time to gel.
Correct.
You don't want to take a loss night one.
Mm-hmm.
It takes some stones. What Donovan Jackson said.
BuckNuts.
It takes some of those to get out there and play this kind of game, to sharpen your teeth and see what you're made of. I love the philosophy because there's not a lot of detriment if you lose it to me. You have so many more games in front of you. Mm-hmm. Your team is going to change. You are not the team that you were going to be in January, February, March.
Correct.
You're just not.
Yes.
And even if you're a good team to start out, you're not the team that you're going to be then.
I agree.
So you may as well play a game like that because what do? They beat a top 20 Texas team, and they have something that they can put in their pocket like Joshua Perry's Werthers and save it for later. That's what they can do.
That's called a suck and save.
A sucking candy.
Yeah, that's
a suck and save. I didn't know it was called that, but I'll take it.
That's what they call it. You suck on it early and then you put it in your pocket later.
Okie doke. Yeah. And it's good. It's good then, just as it would be tonight.
I did like what I seen from them. You know, I was able to catch it right at tip-off. They started off making their first like 4 shots, and I was like, okay, it was some 3-pointers in there. The thing that really took me by storm was I wanted to see. It was a couple of people that I wanted to see. I knew what we had with Bruce. I wasn't worried about Bruce. I wasn't worried about Michi. But I wanted to see Micah Parrish and I wanted to see Bradshaw. Those are like the 2 people that I kind of wanted to see the most. How did they gel? How did they fit in? And Micah Parrish, obviously, he went out there and he had a really good game. I was shocked because he wasn't one of those guys that, like, it was a good pickup, but, like, we didn't spend a ton of time talking about how good he actually was.
You didn't think of him in that same way.
Yeah.
That a diehard college basketball sicko would. Because of the program and Brian Dutcher's San Diego State Aztec program, they mean business.
Yes.
You saw what happened to Jaden Ledee. He was a Buckeye way back when. Chris Holtman had him here. And by the time Jaden Ledee was walking out the door as a college basketball player, he was scoring 20 and 10 for San Diego State. That's what kind of guy he was. And, I mean, Micah came in here averaging 9 points, something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing,
But just a smart basketball player.
Yes, that's exactly what he was.
He made good passes even when he wasn't not. And he's not going to knock down threes like that. We know that every single game.
3 for 6, 50%. I mean,
50%.
That's cool.
It's probably not going to hold up, but if he could be north of 37, 38, I like it.
The Bradshaw thing kind of worried me a little bit. I thought
he was a little scattered at the beginning, wasn't he?
Yeah,
his feet were everywhere.
He pulled a couple threes, and they was both short. And I'm
stop it,
when
Aaron.
he pulled it, I'm like, okay, I didn't know he was like that. I didn't know he had that in his game.
And you saw,
and then I saw
he wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
And then in the paint, a little bit in the paint, he got to hit the protein shakes a little bit, but overall, it was a solid performance. I mean, it wasn't nothing to me that I was like, this is the guy. It actually makes me worry a little bit if we go up against a big that's like a really good big, would we be able to defend him? That was the big question mark that I had walking away from this game.
So you hit on something that I think is sustainable, and that is what you're getting out of Micah Parrish.
Mm-hmm.
Because from everybody that I've talked to, from everything that I've heard, is that this guy is going to be an instant impact player and someone that's going to be a calming presence, a warm blanket. If other guys aren't having the best games, he's somebody that you can maybe count on to pull everybody back in.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's one thing. Well, you know exactly what you're getting from Bruce Thornton, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I do think you have some kind of Malachi Branham-esque, in a different type of way, not the exact same player.
Yeah,
but from
I'm about to say, you better be careful.
But from the tenacity and just his willingness to let it fly like that night one as a college basketball player in a big-time game.
Talking about Junie Curry?
Yes. I'm talking about Junie Curry Mobley, John Mobley. That guy, again, he's not going to score 14 every night for you off the bench that way.
I mean,
but it's something he's only going to get better the deeper into the basketball season that we get. And I think he is going to be a special freshman.
I agree with you. That's
so good.
I think a lot of people walked away from this game with his name. That was like, who is this? I mean, to get the ball,
he shot one from 15 feet behind the 3-point line.
He ain't got no conscience. He is not afraid of the moment. Like he got that ball, and it wasn't no thought process. It wasn't no jitters. He let that thing fly.
And I was John Rothstein let us know a while ago to buy stock now in Junie, and you should have bought it a while ago.
I heard about it. I think you told me. You was like, he can absolutely.
I did. But I'm not the only one that knew that. I'm not taking credit for that.
But I'm saying
it's a big time player coming in.
You don't know until you get on the floor and see it in the games.
Right.
And it was as advertised.
Rhyme Time is back there running the show in for the Boatman tonight. He's as huge of a college basketball fan as I am.
North Carolina fan. He doesn't count.
Yeah, the downside is he has the wrong shade of blue. I mean,
no, it's the pretty shade of blue.
I don't know about that, but what did you see from those Buckeyes that you think is going to keep going and keep getting better for them?
I think it's going to be interesting to see how the rebounding develops as we go on because
that was nice last night.
Yeah, and like Tyvis
guards
said,
rebounded well.
Yes,
yeah,
they will get tested here soon. Like they go at A&M, who is known for being tough
They
attacking.
lost. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Central Florida.
UCF.
Yeah,
tried to force overtime, had 3 looks at it.
Yeah,
but they are known.
They needed me. I'd have made it.
I don't know about that.
They are known for attacking the glass very hard, and we're going to have to all 5 guys going in, and they get Janai Broome at Auburn in December, and he's an All-American type big.
What's the who's the guy that we lost to Tennessee?
Felix.
Yeah, that was his thing. See, that they said that he was really good at defense, and they said that Bradshaw actually has some offensive game to him. So they was kind of like essentially the same because
you're losing,
but you're gaining offense. And I didn't see the offense. That was the part that was kind of frustrating with me. But like I say, it's game 1. You're still trying to feel each other out. You're trying to figure out where the chemistry is going to be.
I didn't think that it was all bad defensively from Bradshaw the deeper into that game.
No,
those first 4 minutes were a little helter-skelter.
I'm talking about the offense.
No, I know what you are, but you were mentioning losing the defense with Felix Okpara. You definitely have to have some of that with Aaron Bradshaw, and I thought he gave you some.
Yeah,
I mean, 7-1. I thought he bodied up on some guys to seal off. Maybe he didn't get the rebound, but I thought he was putting a body on his man so somebody else could grab a rebound. It was a nice first look. We know that every script is not going to be that way. You're going to get more than 4 points out of Sean Stewart and Aaron Bradshaw. You better. And those are big keys to the season for me.
And that Trey Johnson from Texas.
One of the best openings I've ever seen.
He is nice.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Did Kevin Durant have that kind of opener?
I don't think so.
I bet not.
No.
Cooper Flagg didn't.
Nope. Con Knipple did, though, for Duke.
Yeah, but that was... This guy didn't just
the expectations and hype around it.
He had 6 points. I mean, he had 6 boards, 5 assists. He was affecting the Buckeyes defensively. He was doing everything. So that was unbelievable. All right. We will ask an age-old question about us Buckeye fans to our friend Patrick Murphy of BuckNuts and 24/7 Sports. Can it be football season and basketball season at the same time? We'll do Beers and Buckeyes next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We're your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. Oh, yeah? The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
Dorn, what's that guy yelling about in my noisemaker?
Dormar, your kind of hero.
Your climate hero, you fossil.
What's a climate hero?
That's Dormar, our same-day heating and AC company we've used for 60 years.
Who?
Dormar, your kind of hero.
Come on, Dad, you laugh every time you hear their tidy-whitey commercials.
Yep, those are funnier.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turns, skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
With surgery and drugs being the main options to treat chronic joint pain, that left orthopedic surgeons like Dr. Ray Tessner thinking,
geez, wouldn't it be nice if we can have another form of treatment that eliminates some of the downside and has a bigger upside as we learn more about it?
And then he found it. Regenerative medicine, an exciting, fast-growing approach to dealing with pain using healing agents from your own body.
Well, it's using the miracle benefits of the human body to help encourage healing.
Today, you'll find Dr. Tessner at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, giving patients lasting relief from joint pain in their knees, hips, shoulders, and back.
It's one of the best management tools that has come around in a long time.
Finally, options other than surgery and steroids. All natural regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics. Learn more. Call today for your free consultation.
Go to QCkinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
If you have an unhealthy obsession with the Blue Jackets, we have just the remedy. Join us Wednesday nights at 7 for the Inside Edge. All the Jackets and hockey conversation you can handle. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
This Saturday, choose chill and grab a Coors Light. Press play on Ohio State football and pause on everything else. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose the one beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics 2024. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
1 in 3 student athletes gets disturbing messages from sports bettors. This threatens the safety and mental health of college athletes like Tyler.
I'm a student and an athlete. I don't deserve to be threatened over my play. If you're upset about your sports bet, don't take it out on me, because I'm more than a bet.
These threats are not acceptable. Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts. And for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith, Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag BuckeyesCare.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Drink up, Slappy. It's time for Beers and Buckeyes with Patrick Murphy.
Our guy, Patrick Murphy. Patrick, I wish you were here to see the display of shooting that just happened 5 minutes ago in the commercial break. I think you would have been impressed with me. I had a perfect score in our little 3-level game. Layups, mid-range, and 3-point shots. 18 points. How about that, Patrick?
It sounds pretty good. I'm jealous I missed it. I will have to. I'm sure there's video, right? You guys got cameras around there?
There is a security camera. I could possibly get that footage too. I am just happy that you're proud of me. But Patrick,
let's put that out on social media. Let's see it. Let everyone get an opportunity to take a look at it.
It's not a bad idea. 6:30 p.m. on November 5th here on election night. Yeah. I can tell the IT team to pull that video. So Pat, we've talked about this before, and again, it always seems like it's an impossible thing here to have both and to have, I'm not asking for the passion to be matched. It's just that there can be room for both, in my opinion. And I understand we're not going to make the segment about the Schottenstein Center and what that environment is like. You schedule bigger time teams and then more fans will show up. I get all that. But where do you come down where it's early November? The Buckeye football team is here on a college football playoff ranking night. They've got their big games ahead of them. But this basketball team just ripped off a big win to start the year. Can there be room in Buckeye fans' hearts for both football and hoop season?
Absolutely. I think if you look back to when Thad Matta had things rolling at Ohio State, team was highly ranked. The interest was there on both sides. And look, even back to the year they went to the national championship game and lost to Florida, maybe it's not quite as much in November when the football team is doing good things as it will be after the season and obviously as we get closer to March. But I think there are plenty of Buckeye fans. There are even some Buckeye fans who care about basketball more than football, as hard as that may seem.
They exist.
I will just say based on interaction on our message boards and on social media last night for a 10 p.m. game in Las Vegas, I was impressed with how many people were dialed in on this game. And
good.
I think obviously a new coach and everything helps. There's some excitement. But, yeah, absolutely. You can like both sports and follow both sports. There's enough time in the day for that.
Pat, what was the guy that impressed you the most? What was the big name that you walked away with?
Yeah, it would be hard to not talk about I guess we're calling him John Mobley, not Junie Mobley, which is what I thought we were going with at first. But,
anything behind that, Pat? What's the deal? I thought he was definitely a Junie when looking at the recruiting profiles and everything.
Yeah. So when I met him over the summer, he introduced himself to me as John, and I said, "Oh, not Junie," and he goes, "No, I'm going by John." And so I didn't press him anymore about that, but I imagine it was probably a childhood nickname. He's now a D1 college basketball player, and if he wants to be called Steve, I'll call him Steve, and if he wants to be called John, I'll call him John. But
Steph Curry.
He has to keep shooting like he did last night, right? Yeah, Steph Curry. There you go. I mean, I don't know if anyone expected that kind of shooting performance from him, especially given he struggled in the exhibition game that we saw at Cincinnati. And it's not that I didn't think he had it in him to go out and shoot like that, but a kind of undersized guard at this level, I thought it might take a while for him to figure out how to get some of those looks, but he just let it fly, and I love the confidence. And there are certainly things that he has to improve on. He had one of those drives where they pointed out on TV, he got too far under the basket. He got blown by a couple times. So, he was not a perfect opening night, but certainly a big one with the way he shot, and that was a huge part. 14 points, 4 of 4 from three-point range. Plus a rebound. I think he'll take that, especially as it comes in a winning performance over a ranked team. Heck yeah.
Yeah, great first night. Great first night to get an opponent like that, to match up with them and get the victory, pocket that win for later on. That's a quadrant 1 win on night 1 of the college basketball season. I don't even know how many of those the Buckeyes had all last year when you break it down, but that was great. Pat Murphy is with us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline, some beers and Buckeyes. The football team, man, I mean, you were looking for that win for a while, that top 5 win, and then it's a top 3 win on the road. We already broke down how much we loved the final drive and what the O-line did. What aspect of that game did you enjoy the most that's going to stick with them going forward?
Yeah, that was huge, no doubt about it. But it doesn't happen the same way, at least, without that goal line stand, which I think it's actually gotten pretty good at these goal line stands, bringing in, 5 big defensive linemen, 3 or 4 linebackers.
Yeah.
They did it in Oregon, really twice at Oregon. The one time, obviously, Oregon kicks the field goal to go up 1. But, if you allow a touchdown there, that becomes a very different last drive. They did it against Nebraska. I think there was one early in the season. So impressive stuff. And I think Penn State could have been a little bit more creative with some of the stuff they did. I know they brought offensive linemen in motion and things, but 3 straight runs right up the middle really didn't challenge you innovatively, but it certainly meant that those guys in the middle had to stand up and make the plays, and they did just that. So I think the response from Will Howard from the mistakes is huge. Look, if the Buckeyes get into a college football playoff down the line, you're in a semifinal, a national championship game, there's a chance he makes a mistake, right? But the fact that he can put that behind him so quickly and still go out and have what all in all was a pretty good game, I think is going to be important for this team. You saw what he could do on the road at Oregon. He admitted today he was probably a little jacked up for that game early, going back home and playing Penn State. So maybe that contributed as well, but I think that was big for him to do in that kind of environment again.
Pat, when these next 2 weeks, obviously they play Purdue, then they play Northwestern at Wrigley. Those 2 teams are not the best in the Big Ten. What are something that you're looking at this team to improve upon over these next couple of weeks before they play that big Indiana game?
You are telling me that 4-5 Northwestern and 1-7 Purdue, who just played to a 6-point game, are not the scariest of opponents in the Big Ten. Ryan Day was all about. I know, right? Ryan Day was all about you can't overlook Purdue today. Which, look, you have to say that, right? But to answer your question, Tyvis, I think it's just building off of this. What worked well in this game against Penn State, right? You don't want the Buckeyes to come back and be asking questions about the offensive line next week, right? It's got to continue to build with that new group of 5 in there. I think you want to see the defense continue to do some new things and build on what Ryan Day called what was the word he used? I forget how he put it, but basically they retooled, that wasn't the exact word, but defense that that him and Jim Knowles and the rest of the staff have kind of come up with since the Oregon game. It's got to be just more of the same, and the results need to look like this is one of the best teams in the country. And I think if you come out of those two games with two convincing wins, you head into two big ones at the end of the season, even though Michigan isn't as good as they were a year ago. This is crunch time, and so you got to play like it here in November.
All right, Patrick, what kind of brew are you going to be sipping on watching the college football playoff ranking show here on a Tuesday night?
Yeah, well, here's the problem. So this ranking show requires me to watch it and then get on a conference call and ask questions about the rankings, even though I'm pretty sure I know exactly what's going to be happening with Ohio State. So I can't get too crazy here before that. And then I assume I'll have to pay attention to what's going on with this election stuff, which will probably drive me to drinking. So I still have at least one pumpkin left in the fridge, which I probably need to get gone before we get too far in November here. And that one I think it's like 8.6%. So, that does the job pretty quickly. Maybe I'll indulge in that later on tonight.
That's true. I mean,
it's almost Christmas ale season.
You're right. It is almost time for a little Great Lakes Christmas ale. Not till after Thanksgiving, though. Come on. That's when we got to wait for those seasonal beers everywhere.
Yeah, it's not when people put their decorations up, because unfortunately I've already seen some of those Christmas decorations going up around town.
We've been told by society, Patrick, we've been told that, you got to do that on November 1st, right? Like the second that Halloween is done, we're on to Christmas, and we just blow right past Thanksgiving.
We're living in a society. We're supposed to act in a civilized way.
Yes, we can't seem to do that very well, but don't forget there's a third thing. You've got to listen to the rest of the show, so you have to keep your speaker on or whatever with college football playoff rankings, with election, and the Buckeye show. Obviously, Pat.
Well, obviously. And real quick, we mentioned John Mobley, but Micah Parrish also was really impressive with the way he shot. I did not see that coming for the Buckeyes last night.
And Devin Royal, too. Devin Royal was awesome, and he's going to be huge for this team.
Yeah, but I think I expected growth from Devin Royal, and you saw it, so that's reassuring. But I just didn't know what to expect from Micah Parrish, who wasn't in this same role these last couple of years at San Diego State. More of a role player than at least he looked like last night. And if he can knock down shots, I think that only makes this team more dangerous.
Yep, a lot of people have been saying that. I talked to our buddy Andrew Zold and Tyvis, Joey Lane's podcast partner, and in our pregame interview, he was all over Micah Parrish. He was the one guy that he was pointing me to and pointing everybody to, and then look at the game he had. So to give credit where good predictions are due, that was one from yesterday. Patrick, always appreciate it, man. Enjoy the brews tonight.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Yep, there he goes. Our guy, Pat Murphy. Some beers and Buckeyes. Our friend from BuckNuts there. Every now and then, you just got those plays in a game where you got to stop and just admire them. And boy, oh boy, we got to do that a little bit more for that one that happened on Saturday. That is next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
Head to 971thefan.com to listen on demand and subscribe to all our podcasts. Wasting time has never been easier. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Want to kick off your fall shopping with a touchdown? Shop Bob's Discount Furniture for pieces that fit your style and your space. Check out Bob's space-conscious and style-forward furniture for every room, like counter-height dining sets, convenient lift-top coffee tables, guest-friendly pop-up sleepers, and storage-filled seating perfect for game day hangouts. So stop and score winning design with Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Save time, reduce costs, and eliminate printer frustrations with modern office methods. Your award-winning managed print services provider. We know how to help your business reduce the cost of office printing by identifying necessary print and paper waste. We can improve your printer fleet and decrease the amount of printer frustration. Why wait? Start saving time and money today. Start with our comprehensive print fleet assessment by going to momnet.com and click on free assessment.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned Redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
The Jackets head to San Jose to battle the Sharks. Live fan coverage starts Tuesday night at 10.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling.
Your home for Blue Jackets hockey. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here for my friends at Affinity Whole Health. Affinity is the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy, but they are also much more than that. They help men and women who are experiencing things like low energy, low libido, muscle loss, and weight gain. Turn it all around. You can feel amazing and live better, just like I can. It can be delivered right to your door, which is tremendous. Semaglutide for weight loss and testosterone and hormone replacement therapy for so much more. I've been a customer for years, and it works. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
When you bring Pella Columbus to your home, you get local, personal attention from an award-winning window and door crew.
Yep. Our crew is full of award winners, too.
Well, that's great, Wilson.
Yeah. Jerry alone has won the hot dog eating competition 2 years straight at the company picnic.
Well, that's not really the type of award I was talking about.
Still counts as an award.
Get the window that Columbus homeowners rate the leading and most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
You want a sub made the authentic Jersey way? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want a radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a talking dog that only talks about Jersey Mike's. My owner says, "Hey, buddy." And I'm like, "Get me an authentic Jersey sub." He says, "That's all you ever think about." And I say, "No. I also think about teaching myself to drive the Jersey Mike's, but until I figure that out, you're all I have." Woof, woof. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Martha was ready to switch to a career in IT.
There's always a need for IT specialists, especially with AI coming out and cybersecurity. It's practically recession-proof.
My Computer Career even provides job placement help.
The career specialists, they're very helpful. They care about you as a person. You're not just a number to them. I would recommend My Computer Career wholeheartedly to anyone.
Take the free career evaluation today. Become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Dreaming of the day when the script Buckeyes become the permanent men's basketball uniforms.
Yes, looking nice.
This is the Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light.
Whatever uniforms they wore last night, they were beating Texas.
It wasn't the script ones?
No. They were fine by me, though.
Hey.
We're just wearing the Reds.
Just gonna let you win like that?
Oh, man.
Do it all the time.
It was great. Be doing it all the time. So you better get you some better beats and get you some better rhymes.
Rhyme time?
I got the game set, so don't complain yet. 24/7, never begging for a rain check. It's just a little Limp Biscuit coming at you. It's not really a big deal. All right, so I don't know. All right? I don't know.
It caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting
I know. And you couldn't meet me. And I understand that, and that's okay. You couldn't meet me at that level. Not like we sang like an entire verse of Eminem.
I didn't know what you was doing.
6 months ago. I know. Why would you? Why would you know? Why would you know what I was doing?
I forgot we did do that.
We did. We did a little Eminem back then, back when we were banging. So let's talk about this play. Why don't we listen to it? Because anytime we can let Paul Keels and Jim Lachey narrate something for you, it was such a it was such a bizarre sequence that ended up in one of the most fantastic interceptions that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Let's go back. If you didn't catch this, if you weren't listening to the Fan locked and loaded on Saturday, this is how it sounded. The big play from Davison Igbinosun.
3 wide to the left, snap to Drew Aller, and he'll lob that in the right corner for Wallace, and that ball is incomplete. Davison Igbinosun, cornerback, was over there to cover on that play, thrown to Harrison Wallace, and it was incomplete.
11 seconds left on this clock. Turnover would be nice here for Ohio State to stop this drive. Let's see if somebody can come up with a play here.
Harrison Wallace, Liam Clifford are going to go.
Ruling on the field was an incomplete pass. That play is under further review.
Davison Igbinosun may have intercepted it.
He celebrated like he got one.
Yeah.
Here we go.
After further review, the defender possessed the ball with his right foot in the end zone. Therefore, the ruling on the field is a touchback, Ohio State.
There's your turnover.
There's your turnover.
You know, that is great. That's classic. In the play-by-play bite, Jim is saying, boy, it would be great if they could get a turnover here right when one happened.
Yeah, that is actually really nice.
And could you hear Skip Mossick in the background?
I didn't hear Skip.
My favorite part about listening to some of their clips is that he's always just yelling in the background, in the booth.
I was so locked in to Paul because his
I can hear it. I think you can hear it might be an interception.
Yeah.
Like, you can hear him like in the background there. But what a play. Tyvis, on the first angle that we had, the sideline TV camera.
Yeah.
I don't think any reasonable person watching that in real time
thought he had a pick.
Yeah. And I think you and I are good at seeing things first glance. I don't think one reasonable person would think that he had the pick. But yet when you saw that angle that was right there on the sideline, how Fox had a camera set up, every single person could see instantly, yep, he snagged it. That foot is in. What a play.
You know, it was interesting because, before this game, I was crediting – the wide receivers of Penn State. I said, they finally got some receivers that's some really good players. They've done things, made some plays over the course of the season. And in that moment right there, Drew Aller threw him a good ball. Like it should have been a touchdown. And
it was a good enough throw.
Exactly.
It was
and
a good enough throw.
That he bobbled it. And the fact that Davis, this is why you don't quit on plays.
Exactly.
You continue to fight for that ball. The fact that he kept fighting for that ball, it just kind of bounced right into him. And I don't think he was really going for a pick. He was just trying to play the hands and like knock the ball out of his hands. And in doing so, it fell into his chest and he just grabbed it. So it's crazy that came at that time, like in the red zone right before halftime. That's essentially like a 14-play swing because you taking points off the board for them and you let your offense get the ball back and they got a chance to go score again. So to me, this was the biggest momentum shift that you can have. You know how demoralizing this is to get all the way down there and have that ball like that, throw a perfect pass and it gets picked off?
I think we do.
It's like at the end of the day, it's like, man, it's just not our day. That's what it came down to.
Do you think that's got to be called? Harrison Wallace with the push off and the hand to the face.
Yeah, hand to the face.
Right when the ball's arriving. I think he gets...
You know what I was told?
He gets the space to make that play by that push-off. I think that's one that's got to be called.
You know what he should have did? See, this is what the...
Catch the football?
This is what I'm talking about when he pushed you in your face like that. The great Richard Sherman taught me this when I was a rookie in Seattle. He said...
Grab the hand?
Grab the hand.
Yeah.
Make them one hand this thing. Because they not, and what I didn't realize, I was like, you can't do that. That's holding. He said, trust me, the referee is not going to call it because he see that he just pushed you in your face.
Yeah, he's going to let that go.
So grab the hand, and if he one-handed, then you just clap it up to him. So,
let's make this even, right?
He didn't even have to do all that because he ended up coming up with a pick. But, yeah, if somebody pushes off you, grab the hand. They not going to call it.
I can't stop watching this.
It's very.
I can't stop watching this. Like, we've got a one that's just recycling, going over and over again as we're breaking down the play and talking about it. It's
mesmerizing.
It's pure brilliance. It really is. And you need plays like that in a game like this. It's a momentum changing play. Look, in a game like this, I'm asking a lot, and I'm going to keep asking a lot because I think to win a national championship, to beat a team like Oregon in a rematch potentially, you're going to have to eliminate. You can't have a pick six.
No.
Like, there are mistakes like this. This is the kind of mistake I think you can live through. If Will Howard throws a great ball to Jeremiah Smith and a DB makes an incredible play on him, you can live with that. That's what you're talking about. The giving up 7 points, the spotting a 10-0 lead, the throwing an easy pick six, and then fumbling one through the end zone. Those are the ones I think we got to try to
The DB for Penn State
cancel
made
out.
a good play on that pick six as well. But
that was awfully telegraphed.
The interesting thing
awfully
is,
telegraphed and a known passing down, too. Deep in your own territory.
Anyways.
Can't really have it.
I'm not about to go into it with you right now. But all I'm going to say is it's crazy that going into the season, IGB. I told y'all that I was like, I like IGB. I think he needs to have a big season this year, and I really like him. And he's really become like the number one cover corner on this team, and it's crazy. In just like 3 weeks, he did that.
Bronco Nagurski, National Defensive Player of the Week. That's what he gets for that. It's a great game. He can be a little bit too physical at times, like you said, but if he can just harness that, you need a guy like that that's going to attack and not give up on a play, and he's the National Player of the Week for the effort there. Obviously, we got the college football playoff rankings to dive into. But our man Bodie Wells, he's going to be mad. He's off tonight with what we have in store for you next. We keep our finger on the college football pulse. It's next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
If you've recently seen a photo of an older Baker Mayfield fresh off a bender, it's just Bo Bishop. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Quality, transparency, integrity, craftsmanship, and consistency. Those are the words that seem lost by many in the construction industry, but not on Newman Roofing. Because when your name is on it, it just means more. NewmanRoofing.com.
This Saturday, choose chill and grab a Coors Light. Press play on Ohio State football and pause on everything else. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose the one beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics 2024.
Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now. Bengals game day is so close, you can almost taste it. Bengals watching. Better with Pepsi.
Buckeyes, I'm Kurt Lewis, United Healthcare of Ohio CEO and graduate of The Ohio State University. United Healthcare and the Ohio Chamber of Commerce believe healthy small businesses are vital to our economy. That's why we're ready to give your small business a big promotion at no cost to you through our small business sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotion, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. United Healthcare, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For terms and conditions, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. Sweepstakes rules and restrictions apply.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut, to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good evening. I'm Jacob Reimer. It's almost time for the unveiling of the first college football playoff rankings. We find out where the Ohio State football team will start in the rankings as they enter the home stretch of the regular season. Will the win over Penn State be enough to jump in the rankings? We'll find out in a few minutes. The 14th ranked Ohio State women's basketball team is underway in their season opener tonight. They lead Cleveland State at halftime 42-24. You can catch a second half over on ESPN Columbus 1460. A late one tonight for the Blue Jackets out west taking on the San Jose Sharks. Face-off is at 10:30 and coverage can be found right here on The Fan later tonight. No games tonight in the NBA, but the Cavs will look for a nine wins in a row to start the season tomorrow night in New Orleans against the Pelicans. And some news that Joel Embiid has been suspended for 3 games for shoving a media member. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Hour 2 of the Buckeye Show. Timmy Hall, Tyvis Powell, and our man Jacob Reimer. Rhyme time back there. So, Jacob, I heard you saying in the update, yes, we got the coverage up here, so you don't have to go anywhere. We will be your source. We will let you know what these college football rankings look like as soon as they get unveiled. I don't know. Do they keep this thing till 7:30 and try to go like little by little, or do they... I'm trying to remember the format of the show. And you know, Tyvis was asking me, he wasn't aware, didn't remember how they do this when the Champions Classic in college basketball comes into the fray, and then you'll get like maybe a Duke-Michigan State game, then you'll get the college football playoff ranking show in the middle.
Yeah.
And then maybe a Kansas-Kentucky right after that. That's always a great night for me.
I love that because it used to be like when college basketball started, like the first night. And, yeah, they would do it between the games of the Champions Classic. And I just looked. I think it's going till 8 tonight. So a little bit of a longer version.
It's going to 8?
Yeah. The first ones.
They gonna drag this thing out.
I don't think they'll drag it out. I think they'll kind of like get it out there and then just spend like the last half hour just breaking it down basically see where
this is about
things can go.
This gives me the feeling of the LeBron James The Decision. He sat there for 29 minutes just to say, I'm going to South Beach.
All right, so take us through it. Where do we want to start, Jacob?
Well, we'll start here with the rankings before they get unveiled, and we can kind of get this answer out there. How many Big Ten teams do you guys think will be in the first rankings inside the top 12, and how many do you think will remain in the top 12 by the final rankings?
4 tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm going to say... I'm going to say
4. I'll say 4 tonight and 4 they will finish it.
So it's going to be the same 4, huh? Well, they're going to stay. They're going to remain.
Yeah.
Penn State and Indiana.
I think that Indiana.
They're going to get in.
I think if Indiana loses to Ohio State, I do think it'll be a competitive enough game to where they're like, their only losses they lost to a top 5 team. So like you can't penalize them for that.
I am going to say 4 tonight. 3 are going to get in, and Penn State is the one that's going to eventually drop out.
Who they final 3 games?
I do know that Penn State has a game on the road at a Minnesota team that I don't know.
They clicking.
I don't know what to say about them. Yeah, are they not the most confusing team in college football? And PJ Fleck, I listened to some of the Big Ten press conferences, as you know, editing some sound for Skip Mossick in his college football show on Saturdays. This guy was gaga about his team. And I get it, he's always been that kind of coach, finishes the press conference, ski ma, row the boat, love everybody, love you, love me, love everyone, go, first, let's go. He's just one of these weird guys. But they're 6-3 now, and it's also about Penn State hitting that roadblock and stumbling now that they lost to Ohio State. I think the pressure's going to mount. It's going to get there, and then all of a sudden they're a 10-2 team, and they slip out.
I would have thought the roadblock would come to Oregon, but it wouldn't knock Oregon completely out. It's just the constant travel and the time change and stuff like that, but they've proven me wrong there.
No doubt.
I think that's pretty hot, though, because, I mean, Indiana should only have 1 loss, and that just beats us. Penn State shouldn't have any issues, I don't think.
I mean, Minnesota.
They should. That's why
if it's a night game at Minnesota, that could get interesting.
They shouldn't, right? That's why it's a bit of a hot take for me because they're not losing at Purdue. They've got Washington this week. They're not going to lose at home to Maryland. You say,
Washington tricky.
It is Penn State. Again,
tricky.
It is Penn State, and they just that's what they do, right? That's what Penn State does. I do love hearing the stat that since 2016, the last time they beat Ohio State, they would have been in 6 college football playoffs. In this year's format, 6 of them. So it would just be hilarious. It would be hilarious if they dipped out.
That'd be a shame. It'd be a shame. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd be like, that's pathetic that y'all got this close and blew it.
What do you guys think about the format here, though, and the fact that the rankings are going to be what the rankings are, but the champs have to take those top 4 spots? It's the conference champions, not just who they think are the best 4 teams. Are you cool with how they're seeding it, or would you rather just see your top 4 teams are the top 4 seeds?
I think I'd rather see. Well, no, I'm cool with the way that they're doing it because
you're okay with the conference champ getting the spot.
Yeah, because no, I'm not.
You don't know
I'm not.
You don't know what you want.
No.
You think of these years in the NFL where you can get a team that's 7-9 that makes the playoffs in a crappy division.
I get it that you can make the Big 10, ACC, SEC, and Big 12 be 1 through 4. Like, I get that. But, like, they haven't won the thing yet. Like, when they win the championship, yes, put them there. But, like, up until then, like, they haven't won a championship. So why would you put them there? I think it's a little early.
I don't like giving a conference champ a top 4 seed just because the thing that you win, if you're a conference champ, how about this? You're in the party. You have a chance. That's what you get. But if you are really less of a team than, say, you've got Oregon and Ohio State, and just painting a picture, say it's the ACC one year or the Big 12 one year, and you're a 1, maybe 2-loss champ, and you're going to be above some of these other teams. I just don't think that's particularly fair. That's all.
Well, look at it like in a college basketball perspective. If you like go on a run in your conference tournament, you're going to get that automatic bid, but you're going to be a low seed. So I think that could be a cool way to approach it. And they kind of still go by that top 12 rankings, and the ACC and the Big 12, just because they're the lesser of the Power Fives, they get that automatic bid.
They got Army at 25. They 8-0. That's pretty messed up. I just want to know if Minnesota gonna crack it, and if Missouri's in at 24, 6-2.
They're starting to roll out. Here we are. We will keep you guys up to speed with these college football playoff rankings. Tyvis already pissed off what they're doing to one of our fine service academies.
I'm just saying, they 8-0. Clemson 23.
All right, Rhyme Time. What's next?
So I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Mike Gundy apparently can't take criticism for how awful his team has been through this 3-6 start. I think we got some sound of it, but what do you guys make of it?
It's not true? Oh, it is true, Mike. Here we go. Mike Gundy from this week on Haters and Losers. Good stuff.
This place has had tremendous success for 18 and a half years, or 19. I can't do the math real good, but... And so, unfortunately, in life, most people are weak, and as soon as things start to not go as good as what they thought, they fall apart and they panic. And then they want to point the finger and blame other people. You see it happen in everyday life. People do it all the time. That's why I refuse to watch the TV and watch the news, because I get tired of people complaining and bitching about this and that versus just doing something about it and trying to figure out a way to make it better. Well, that's what happens in college athletics. And as Jenny said, she's exactly right. It's just on the bigger stage where people can voice their opinion. And in most cases, the people that are negative and voicing their opinion are the same ones that can't pay their own bills. They're not taking care of themselves. They're not taking care of their own family. They're not taking care of their own job. But they have an obligation to speak out and complain about others because it makes them feel better. But then in the end, when they go to bed at night, they're the same failure that they were before they said anything negative about anybody else.
My God. Jeez.
Are you kidding me?
Where are we at in society today?
Where does this come from?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Where does this come from? You get criticized.
What was the question?
Because you're making, $8 to $10 million a year to coach a college football team, and people saying stuff on social media is part of the job. It's part of the job. Most of the people that do that too, and the ones that are really nasty, Mike, haven't you learned by now you can't really reason with them? I don't even know if I can reason with a guy like Mike Gundy. That's the other thing. So you've got people who are crazy on social media who, yes, like we understand, like we will critique our football team. And some of us as Buckeye fans are a little more out there than others. We like to put a stop at it is you never go after an individual. Mm-hmm. You never at a coach or a player to let them see the nastiness. You want to blow off some steam, say some things on your account, whatever. That happens. But yet you've got Mike Gundy. That's the one that's talking about all these people. And this is the guy that just said, oh, boy, I don't know, 0.08 blood alcohol content level, 0.09, 0.10. What's the difference, really? I mean, who hasn't been over the limit and just gone out there and gotten behind the wheel? What are you saying? Do you not respect the law at all? You got to put a cutoff point somewhere. That's what he went out and said when one of his star players had a DUI. Unbelievable.
I just don't understand. It's interesting because the coaches say you can't pay attention to that social media stuff. Stay off of it. But you going on a whole rant about it.
Let's really get all around someone saying something negative about my football team that is complete garbage right now.
Yeah, he just needs something. I think he's frustrated with his season, so he's just blowing off some steam.
That's why I don't read the newspaper, because it's garbage. And the editor that let it come out is garbage.
That rant will live on forever.
Yeah, Bodie's missing this.
That's all I got to say. Makes me want to puke.
All right, so where are we with the college football playoff rankings right now? What else came out?
Texas A&M and SMU are the first two teams out.
First teams out. Okay, so we're going to find out
the Ponies
what this top 12 looks like when we come back. And our man from 10 TV, Adam King, he's hanging out here tonight. He's going to jump in the studio. He's after a little radio redemption. We're going to give it to him next. It's the Buckeye Show. And by the way, College Football Pulse brought to you by our friends at Roof Revivers. So thank you very much to them. Good job, Rhyme Time. King next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
If you consider yourself a Buckeye fan, you've come to the right place. This is your heritage sports talker and home of Ohio State athletics, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Save time, reduce costs, and eliminate printer frustrations with Modern Office Methods, your award-winning managed print services provider. We know how to help your business reduce the cost of office printing by identifying necessary print and paper waste. We can improve your printer fleet and decrease the amount of printer frustration. Why wait? Start saving time and money today. Start with our comprehensive print fleet assessment by going to momnet.com and click on a free assessment.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag BuckeyesCare.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
The National Veterans Memorial and Museum in Columbus preserves and shares the stories of our nation's veterans from all branches and all eras of service. With a gift of $20 or more, You can honor a veteran in your life by dedicating a flag in their name to be displayed on the museum's expansive grounds on Veterans Day weekend. Your gift will be matched, and your veteran's name will be shared on our website. Learn more at nationalvets.org.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
This Saturday, choose chill and grab a Coors Light. Press play on Ohio State football and pause on everything else. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose the one beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics 2024.
Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
If your air conditioning or furnace stops working in the middle of the night, on a weekend, or over a holiday, there's no reason to wait to get it fixed. For 100 years, Atlas Butler has been here for your family. We're always open, we work on all furnace and air conditioner brands, and it's easy and convenient to request service. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
Atlas Butler's at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Fair skies, been a bit windy out there with gusts over 30 miles an hour on this election day, but at least we're dry. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Mild overnight, down to the low to mid 60s by Wednesday morning, but showers moving in when you wake up, going through at least mid-morning, giving way to some sunshine later in the day Wednesday with a high around 70. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
If the colors scarlet and gray made a sound, that sound would be this. This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, fun night. Kind of a lot going on in the country and in college football. I'm Timmy Hall. That's Tyvis Powell. Rhyme Time is back there running things. Hey, Adam King, 10 TV sports anchor. Incredibly good looking. He's fit for YouTube. He's fit for the tube.
I exclusively do this show since you've added YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
You're here for the cameras.
I'm here for the cameras.
High quality cameras.
I love how you two do the swirl back with the hair.
Isn't it great?
Do you not?
No, I'm actually on I'm getting close to doing the Baker where I just shave.
Just go.
Yeah, I'm gonna just
bald.
I think next year I'm gonna just shave it off.
Reimer's got some hair too, doesn't he?
He does.
We got the same look. All three of us get the same hair. You hit a certain age, you just start pulling the hair back. I don't know what it is.
We're all patiently awaiting number 4 here.
Yeah, so right now,
college Miami.
It is going to be Miami.
College football playoff rankings: Boise State 12, Alabama 11, Notre Dame 10, BYU 9, Indiana 8, Tennessee 7, Penn State 6, Texas 5. Number 4 is going to be Miami.
Number 3 will be Georgia.
Is going to be Georgia. Buckeyes 2, Oregon 1. We're going to see if that's the way that it goes.
There you go, Miami. Boy, they are taking their sweet time. 20 minutes, and we still got 4 more spots to.
I told you it's going to be like it's like LeBron's decision.
Oh, my God.
They're going to sit there for 29 minutes and then say where they're going.
You can feel the confusion from everybody that's watching that's still getting up to speed on what the format is because they're ranking them as they see them fit as football teams. But with the format where the top 4 conferences automatically get the 1 through 4 spots. BYU is the only Big 12 ranked. They're 9, but they show up in the number 4 slot in the bracket.
Which is hilarious because I spent all week trying to figure out which they were going to do. Are they going to do the 12 or are they going to do the projected bracket?
And they did both.
Why not both?
Do both.
Why not both? We'll do it.
Well, you gotta rank them we want to know what you think of them as football teams.
Because that matters.
Yeah.
I mean, like that.
Then we can bitch about how dumb this format is afterwards.
This is actually some good first round games.
Ohio State is the number 2 team in the country. Because Georgia's 3.
What if they leaped Oregon?
Oh, yeah. You
Stop.
It was a quality loss. So you know what that tells me right there, and that's a really big thing, is that if Ohio State beats Oregon in the Big Ten championship, they will be the overall 1 seed.
Yeah, but right now we be playing Boise in the first round, and I'm okay with that.
But that's not going to happen because they're not going to get the 5 seed. They're either going to be the 1 seed or probably like a 7 seed. Yeah, but they've still got to play the number 1 team in the country.
Oh, you saying if they lose, they have another loss?
I mean, I don't think a 2-loss Ohio State team is going to be the 5 seed.
Why, if that were to hold that way, if Oregon, and again, like Adam is saying, the only way that you wouldn't be in one of those top 4 seeds is if you lose the Big Ten championship, and you don't want to get into that mindset. No. You get another shot at that.
I mean, they also
you like
have
to think that you're going to win.
You also have to play Indiana and Michigan.
You do, yeah.
I don't want anybody. Nobody at the Woody is going to be okay with me looking past those games.
No,
yeah.
You know, Indiana is not a game you can look past. I think everyone needs to get that through their heads. It is Indiana, and so there's a mentality thing there where you're Ohio State. You cannot be losing to Indiana, and I don't think they will. But I really respect them. I think this is a new era of college football. I think this is part of what is fun. I think I predicted this when NIL and the transfer portal started to ramp up. And the second you were going to move to having a more inclusive playoff system, I thought that some interesting teams would pop up and become better really fast. And Indiana clearly is that team in 2024. Now, I can't believe it's them.
Yeah.
Of all the teams that it could be, Boise State was always that team, right? They were the team way back in the day that first put that feeling in me of why don't we have more than just 2 teams in a national championship? You know?
It was Boise State that did it for you?
Boise State was the one that made me wonder, what if they really are that good this year when they played Oklahoma in that classic game with the Statue of Liberty play?
Okay.
I'm just saying, if that could have been a year where there was a Final Four instead of just picking the 2 best teams, because I want to say they might have been number 3 when it was all said and done.
They might have been.
In the BCS poll.
I'm going to be honest with you. The number 4, when it was just 4, this show is much more suspenseful.
Yeah, but I think this is actually quite entertaining.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying, seeing 4 was so suspenseful as a player, because you got to remember.
Well, yeah, that's right. You're sitting there.
I was like,
where we because the graphics bigger.
Well, I will say
there's not much more on the screen. I have
pretty good eyesight
up there, isn't there?
Yeah, I can't tell you what Indiana's ranked. I think it's 9.
I can't even see it.
No, I thought they was 7.
I don't know. I can't tell. It's
or 8.
We got small screens in the studio.
8. I think they're 8. I don't know. No, they're 9.
No, Indiana's 8.
They're 8.
They're 8.
I can't see anything.
We need
they're the 9th team on that graphic, are they not?
We got to get Adam some glasses.
You know what, Timmy? Let me just borrow yours. Let me just borrow yours.
I can't see too good. Is that Bill Shakespeare over there?
That's old Ryan Gosling is what some were saying.
So here's what we're going to do.
Okay,
Adam wanted to come in here for a reason.
Oh, Lord.
Tweeting up a storm. You're always tweeting up a storm. Look at you. Hey, type this in. 7,000 views. There we go.
7,000. Don't you ever disrespect me like that again.
Sorry, your last one is only up to a couple thousand.
What is his?
My last tweet?
7,000's great. Not views, likes.
You said views.
Likes.
You said views.
Look at you, how much you care.
I care a lot.
You got to stop this, Adam. There's more to life.
82,000 views in this horrible video that he's about to talk about.
What horrible video is that, Tyvis?
Well, here we go.
You tell me.
So this was back in June.
Old June.
Adam was looking in our video system for weeks and weeks and weeks.
No, because I'm
scouring.
It's sad that you did this.
No, because we got to hold people accountable when they say things.
Well, hold on. After we play this, I have a thought of my own
on
why we're doing this now. But here was Adam King in June on this fine show about Michigan.
I think they're going to be as bad as people think.
I think they still got good players there. They lost their running backs.
You want to hear something? You want to hear a hot take for the beginning of June?
No.
Michigan's going to lose 6 games this year.
Oh,
you're out of your mind.
You got to stop.
Out of your mind.
6 games.
That's a Buckeye. That's a Columbus, Ohio guy.
No, it's 6 games. I looked at their schedule. They could lose up to 6.
All right.
Out of your mind. He sang.
I sang.
I sang to me.
You do know that it's not happened yet.
That's the thing. So
it was a perfect time tweet.
Okay. Now look. Now as a predictor right now, and now that we've seen it, I know why you're feeling this. I know why you're smirking. I know why your hair's looking a little extra good, because they do look like a 6-6 team. I don't think they're getting drilled by Indiana.
Yeah.
I'm sure as heck not going to say that they're going to beat the Buckeyes, but it's sports. That's why they played the games. So why did you want to do this now instead of just wait until they are 6-6, and then you come back here to the show and you are exactly correct when we listen to this clip?
I will be back. Don't you worry.
But we just did it.
Here's why. A couple things. When they lose the 6th game, me predicting it is going to be the last thing that is talked about. When Ohio State beats Michigan, nobody cares. This town is going to have a party so big that...
You're right. We are not going to care that Adam King thought that Michigan would be 6-6.
Yeah.
I don't think we care now.
Well, I think you care a little bit. I mean, Tyvis was crying walking in here. I will say this. I have absolutely given myself the perfect cushion here because they've lost 4 games. Say they do beat Indiana and they only lose 5 games. I don't think there are a lot of people that are going to come to me and say, you were an idiot. We only lost 5 games.
That's what they're going to do.
But you can't. Lost 5 games.
Me and Tim would do that.
Well, you guys can. You guys can.
Even I am not going to do that to him. It's still a solid prediction because you got to go out there. If you're going to make a prediction, why not go out there? I picked Boise State in my Final Four. Why not go out there?
I will say.
No. In college basketball. In college. Well, it's even crazier. It's even crazier than this.
I was like, they're 12. I will say this. I thought they would have 5 losses by now. I thought it would be USC. They found a way to win that game. I didn't think that Indiana would be, so those two interchange.
I mean, even if somebody went out there and had the same kind of prediction about USC, that's
Indiana
ballsy.
this week, right?
Yes. 14-point underdogs.
There's no way.
Indiana
Where
covers.
is it at?
Bloomington, Indiana.
Yeah, I don't think they go. They just
Indiana's going to cover.
Yeah.
You think
cover.
I
don't think they'll cover.
They're going to drill them.
You think?
Drill them.
I don't know.
Drill them real
By
good.
28.
I don't know.
By 28?
Yeah.
28.
I'm going to
You want to hear a hot take in the middle of November?
You know what?
I would say
7:28. Right here on the Buckeye Show on election night.
I would say Indiana
taking
wins
Michigan
by
behind
10.
the woodshed.
I take the Wolverines with the points.
You're wrong, Colonel Sanders.
I take them with the points.
All right, Adam, stay there. Let's get more into our true thoughts about this Buckeye football team and where the season is heading. Did Will Howard allude to something that's brewing? The three of us are doing that next. It is the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Your morning just got beefier. Morning Juice with Beamer, Bobby, and Shark.
Weekdays from 6 to 9.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Man, it's cold in here. Dad, did you call Dormar to have your yearly furnace maintenance?
Call who?
Dormar.
Huh?
Call Dormar.
Gosh, bless it, Red. He said to close the garage door more.
You two are unbelievable. I'm calling Dormar.
Tell them to bring me a filter.
You did hear me, right?
Yep, but your mom doesn't need to know.
Call 614-238-6689.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Warehouse workers in Columbus. Uline is expanding in the Columbus area, and they're looking for exceptional people to get the building up and running. The company's growth creates new opportunities and job stability employees can count on. Warehouse workers earn pay starting from $25 an hour, plus substantial bonuses and great benefits. Sign up for Uline's Talent Network for email updates about warehouse opportunities. Learn more at uline.jobs/Ohio. That's uline.jobs/Ohio.
Bobby Carpenter was determined to get relief for his dad, Rob. Years of college and pro football had taken a toll on Rob's joints. Bobby trusted his dad's care to QC Kinetics and their game-changing regenerative pain treatments.
It's been great to watch him improve. This stuff wasn't available 20 years ago, and how we've been able to kind of hone in and be able to fix the body in a more natural way as opposed to just cutting on it all the time. It's pretty terrific.
QC Kinetics. They take your body's own healing properties, concentrate them, and apply to areas in pain like knees, shoulders, hips, and back. And the results?
He's like, well, it doesn't hurt to go down the stairs anymore. I'm like, well, that's a positive.
Relief without any joint replacements, harmful steroids, or medications. The natural way at QC Kinetics. Don't wait. Call to see if you're a good candidate. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. Again, 380-208-4544. Get rid of your joint pain with QC Kinetics.
Join our resident gambling degenerates Steve Biddle and Scotty Vegas for On the Money, Wednesday night at 8.
Presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
All the action, none of the responsibility. The Fan.
Would you believe that giraffes are 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning than people? Or that a single cloud can weigh 550 tons or more? Sounds fake, right? How about an insurance company that actually treats you right? Sounds unbelievable, but it's true. NJM Insurance is proud to put policyholders first. And they don't use jingles or mascots either. Don't believe me? Well, guess what? Everything in this commercial is true and approved by the legal department. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Visit njm.com for a quote.
Need a new health insurance plan? Don't feel like you have to search for one on your own. There's Health Markets. When you visit healthmarkets.com, you can speak with a licensed insurance agent in your area and get personalized recommendations. With Health Markets, you can feel confident you're choosing a health insurance plan that fits your needs and your budget. See how easy it can be to search for your next health insurance plan with healthmarkets.com. Visit healthmarkets.com today. Health Markets Insurance Agency, Inc. is licensed as an insurance agency nationwide except in Massachusetts.
Hey, Ohio State fans, it takes a lot of energy to root for the Buckeyes. That's why Burger King is going to get your team going with the $20 Buckeye Blitz Bundle. This OSU fan exclusive has a delicious lineup that includes 2 Whopper sandwiches, 1 cheeseburger, 3 small fries, and 3 small drinks. Get over to your local BK and get fueled up for game day. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Using the Buckeye hookup to play golf at Scarlet whenever we can. This is the Buckeye Show.
It is warm enough for November golf, but we don't have any daylight. That's the other problem. We'll play on the weekend after Buckeye football, which we play at noon every single weekend now.
Is there a such thing as like an indoor golf course?
There's these things called golf simulators.
No, literally like a golf course that's indoor.
The problem
is this your idea, Adam?
This is my Shark Tank. The problem is I've looked into it. In order to build the roof, in order to build
you need a Truman Show-sized dome.
Yes, I mean that's the problem. Yeah. You can't. Your overhead is too much. Yeah. And with that,
like
Shark Tank rules, I'm out.
$9 billion. Yeah.
Shark Tank rules, I'm out.
So everybody just goes down south or west when wintertime.
But I will say, if you just built one in Columbus, Ohio, it would do endless business.
Well, all you got to do is we build a $10 billion dome, and then we can get so many golf courses inside the one dome.
Well, think about this.
Just be a dream.
You put the lights on, then you can golf until 11 o'clock at night.
It's like Alaska.
It's like Alaska in there.
Never gets dark.
Timmy, hear me out. 10%.
But it's not cold.
10%, $100,000. That's all I'm asking for here today. That's an evaluation of $1 million for a business that's going to be worth a lot.
I think I'm taking 49%.
49, I'm out. Gosh, this guy's like Barbara.
You're out. You're out. You came here.
I'm out.
That's ridiculous.
You can't say you're out.
I can say I'm out. I'm not going to. You're not going to control my company that I have dreamed about for the last 10 seconds.
I wonder why a lot of people haven't come together on this idea. Like, let's just build an indoor golf course.
Why don't we just have just a golf course with lights? Like you see in Florida sometimes.
They did that with the Tiger and Phil.
Have you not seen that?
Yeah.
Just around here.
No, I'm talking about it get too cold. Well, now because it's 80 degrees outside.
I think that would be so much fun.
Yes.
To play night golf.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Golfing at night.
Glow in the dark golf balls?
No, not that.
Well, yeah, but that would be helpful.
You've got spotlights all around the fairway and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not a golfer.
No, I don't want it to glow.
Let's just stick.
You know what? I'm so tired of me coming up with ideas and you shooting them down. Okay, this company is never going to work.
I say no to the glow.
Just put the putt. What's wrong with putt? Nice game, a little putt. Me and the lieutenant.
You know what, Tyvis? I bet you could build an indoor putt course. I bet it'd be a little bit easier. The acreage, I think you could get.
How about this? Outdoor.
They would approve me on that loan.
Yeah, yes, they would. And you'd be bankrupt in 10 minutes.
Indoor football. It could work.
The Dome?
We had that. They were called the Columbus Destroyers. We did. Try again.
We did have the Destroyers.
You're investing in
We had a couple variations of them, too.
That's true. I went to the first ever Columbus Destroyers football game.
I thought...
Spielman would wind up coaching them.
Wasn't they trying to come up with like a alumni college flag football team?
Well, you might have just broke some news here.
No,
were they reaching out to you?
No, this was years ago, though.
I remember they did some fan-controlled football thing. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Where the fans could coach.
You could have Johnny Manziel
tell you why
run straight out of bounds if you wanted to.
I know about that because Richard Sherman was a part owner of a team, and he was like, you know what I do? I assign you to the team and make you go up against Terrell Owens.
Oh, my gosh.
Because T.O. was going crazy over there.
Boy, we've had some ridiculous ideas in the past, haven't we?
Yes, and with that, I will up my offer to $200,000 for 20%.
Will you stop?
51%.
This is ridiculous.
I want to control it.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I want to be like the Piff. That's what I want to be. So,
Mr. Wonderful.
Let's, Timmy Hall, Tyvis Powell, Adam King, our sports anchor from 10 TV is here. You have been developing a nice rapport with Ohio State quarterback Will Howard. You traveled all the away games as well as the games that are here in town. And you're one of the guys, local TV, that, gets a, 2 to 5 minute interview with him, after all the games. And this one, you could see it. Your interview with him after the Penn State game, this was a special victory. This was the first big time moment with that kind of positivity for Will Howard. And I think it was evident that he understood what team football is all about, that these guys around him picked him up. I want to play this. This was the confidence boost to win, not playing our best.
We willed ourselves to win that game, and we can win games not even when it's perfect, and I'd be on the lookout for when we finally play a perfect game, and I think we're going to be a scary team when we finally get clicking on all cylinders, and we're all firing at the same time.
Adam, didn't he have kind of an eye roll before you started recording when he kind of walked up to you like, I had
Timmy,
a couple plays
you're giving
in there.
away all the secrets here. Yes, I think anybody who watched that game understood that Will didn't play his best game. He's not hiding it. And I think that's what makes him so successful, is that he is 100% willing to play. Let me rephrase that. If he struggles in a game, all he cares about is winning. And that's what makes him so good, is he throws a pick six, it's out of his mind because he knows he can't change it. All he knows is that he's got to go out there and make the next throw for his teammates. That matters in college football.
I like that. That's one of my favorite things about him is the winning is all that matters.
I feel like when he make a mistake, it actually makes him play better.
The one thing that I'll say is,
especially early on like that,
people talk about the interceptions. People talk about the fumble. Otherwise, he's been really good.
What do you mean otherwise? That's a big part.
No, I understand but Baseline.
That's so big.
I feel like every game we get to halftime. And
I
he's
agree
like,
with both of you here.
I think we get to halftime and he's like 12 of 13 with one interception.
You're right.
You're like, you couldn't play better. Except for one throw.
You're both right because that's the conundrum with him.
So let me ask you this: what if that one throw is the deciding factor of the game?
Well, that's the goal for Will right now, is to make sure that doesn't happen.
It is.
But here's the thing: wouldn't you rather have a guy that goes 12 of 13 with one interception as opposed to a guy that goes 4 of 13 with no picks?
Yeah, but then are we running the ball successfully?
I don't know, Tyvis. It's a make-believe game in my head. How would I know that?
Keep making the rules, then.
I just made up a completion percentage.
I don't know.
No, the running game sucks. The team
he's
sucks.
4 for 13 and we ain't passing the ball and he got like 10 yards passing. Get
All
him
right,
out
let
of
me
there.
ask you this. Would you rather Will Howard or Joe Bowserman?
Oh, stop that. Stop that.
I'm sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to throw a random.
You know what?
Yeah.
Game on the line?
No. I want Iguodala. No, Will has played phenomenal. He was aware that those picks it's been bad. But he's learned from them and corrected them almost instantaneously.
The pick in this game, I don't know why everybody's making such a big deal of it. Why don't nobody give the DB credit? Like, he literally made a heck of a play.
He did. I almost think it's the play call more than the throw from Will. I don't like any time a quarterback has said, this is who you're throwing to on this play.
I agree with that.
When you telegraph a throw, and don't
bad things can happen.
Okay, we got man. I'm throwing the ball to Jeremiah Smith,
but it wasn't.
It wasn't. It was a zone. He thought he had man.
Exactly.
So in that moment, he never even looks to address because he knows Jeremiah's the one I'm going to him.
Yeah, he figured, okay, if that's the case, he probably thought that nickel was going to go to the flat, so that would be wide open. I do think that's where you just timing though. Like, that's just one of those, I'm going to go here and I'm going to time and throw it on the time. Like, that's, you got to be able to look at it and be like, oh, it's not there, and then go somewhere else. Like, that part I agree with. But that DB made a heck of a play. I don't care what nobody say. He didn't even look at Will. He looked at his dude. He seen number one coming underneath. He stopped, put his foot in the ground, undercut it. Boom, got a pick six. Like, that's a heck of a play.
Okay, whatever you want to do with the blame here, it's a play that can't happen.
Yeah, and he knows that.
It's just a play that cannot happen. You cannot give someone something that is that easy. And credit, yes, the DB came off as guy, and I've heard you talk about that, Tyvis. Sometimes you will leave your responsibility if you know that you're going to go and make the play.
You better.
Like, that's part of being an athlete. You know, you can step out of your spot if you know that you are going to take care of it.
That's fair.
And that happened there, but you're right, too. Will, just because the play is called, it doesn't mean that it absolves you of everything. You still got the ball in your hand. I don't care if there's one receiver to look to. If the throw is simply not there, you still shouldn't throw it.
Yeah.
Like, you just shouldn't throw it into traffic if only bad things are going to happen. You eat the play or you scramble and you go and do something else. So, and just down in distance and where you were in the football game, it was tough. That was a tough play. But I believe. I believe.
Oh, he does.
I believe.
He's definitely the real deal. Like,
100%.
He's a good player.
Yes.
He's a massive upgrade.
He's shown
from
that
Kyle.
he can win
massive.
games.
100%.
He can win. He's a championship quarterback to me.
All right. Well, we got some good vibes about where this team is right now. And, of course, the 2 games they got on the schedule coming up. No problemo right there. And they can keep getting better. Adam King, 10 TV, what do you got coming up tonight? What do you got coming up tonight?
Nothing. It's election.
Oh, no sports at all?
No.
They kick you out?
Yeah. Understandable.
They say, we don't care.
We don't care.
All right. Well, there you go.
Thank you, Timmy.
I think we know it's election night. Bum, 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 bum. All right, there he goes. So, the very best with the Bucks on the social fronts here on a big night. That is next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We're the highest rated sports radio station in America. There's no joke there. We just are. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Save time, reduce costs, and eliminate printer frustrations with modern office methods. Your award-winning managed print services provider. We know how to help your business reduce the cost of office printing by identifying necessary print and paper waste. We can improve your printer fleet and decrease the amount of printer frustration. Why wait? Start saving time and money today. Start with our comprehensive print fleet assessment by going to momnet.com and click on free assessment.
Come on over the heartland.
Getting a mortgage? We take pride in providing the value and service you deserve in one of the most important transactions you'll ever have. Community banks have the most flexibility and the lowest rates. Now fact check that. I'm Scott McComb, CEO, coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The National Veterans Memorial and Museum in Columbus preserves and shares the stories of our nation's veterans from all branches and all eras of service. With a gift of $20 or more, you can honor a veteran in your life by dedicating a flag in their name to be displayed on the museum's expansive grounds on Veterans Day weekend. Your gift will be matched, and your veteran's name will be shared on our website. Learn more at nationalvets.org.
Want to kick off your fall shopping with a touchdown? Shop Bob's Discount Furniture for pieces that fit your style and your space. Check out Bob's space-conscious and style-forward furniture for every room, like counter-height dining sets, convenient lift-top coffee tables, guest-friendly pop-up sleepers, and storage-filled seating perfect for game day hangouts. So stop and score winning design with Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Football season is here, and we have so much stuff. One station isn't enough. Find even more pigskin on ESPN Columbus.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2, or listen on the Fan app.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
At Roof Revivers, we save not only your roof, but your money too. Whether you need a quick repair or a full replacement, we've got you covered. While many companies jump straight to replacements, we always start with repairs. Replacements, that's our last resort. We'll provide a clear, detailed explanation of what your roof needs, complete with photos, so you know exactly why. With over 350 five-star reviews on Google, honesty is at the heart of everything we do. Roof Revivers is ready to work for you. Visit roofrevivers.com today. Roof Revivers, we fix leaky roofs.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Getting ready for more rain and longer nights? We've got you. Right now, you can earn up to $25 in bonus rewards when you buy 2 Sylvania Silver Star Ultra bulbs and 2 Rain-X Quantum Elite wiper blades. More rewards and better visibility at America's #1 lighting destination, AutoZone.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Offer valid for AutoZone Rewards members. Restrictions apply.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED in my 12 years of practice. But now you can get world-class care for ED 100% online by going to HIMSS.com. So what are you waiting for?
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky's Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, the Fan. Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling. From sump pumps and water heaters to full heating and cooling repair and replacement. The Waterworks tackles it all. Call 614-232-2222 today.
I went back there. I talked to Adam. I still feel like such a dumbass for asking him that question. What's coming up tonight?
Oh,
he said nothing. It's the election, and it's not even registering me that. Yes, it's just CBS National News is taking over all of the affiliates tonight.
Yeah,
because of the presidential election. Obviously, that's what it is. They are doing something though. Because I saw him talking to someone through the glass. That's why I asked him that, because something was up. They are filming a little thing, a college football playoff ranking breakdown that's going to go right up to 10tv.com.
Okay.
So that's why I said there is something that they're doing. Obviously, all your TV stations are going to be locked into the election and what's going on. We do later on tonight here on the Fan, have Jackets hockey. It is just so weird when they play out west. It is so dang late. We do the entire show.
10 start, right?
Then, the coverage doesn't even start for another 2 hours. So you're getting a little thing called You'll See, and then at 10, Jackets coverage starts. Make sure to leave the right faders up, Jacob.
So they don't even start.
We don't have to come back to work to fix things.
So they don't even start till 10:30.
Yes, 10:30 face-off. San Jose Sharks, baby. Now, the Sharks, their season started like this. They lost their first 8 games. Struggling.
Yeah.
They're not a great team.
I know. Listen, I was out in San Jose for the 49ers, so.
You were thinking and talking about San Jose Sharks hockey when you were out there?
They were like big affiliates with the 49ers.
But what's that got to do with the team that they are today?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
I just wanted to
Not a damn thing. That was 5 years ago, Tyvis. when you were out there. I was near the San Jose Sharks once. You just became an old man. You did. You're like, I used to live in the Bay Area. Yeah, you did, Tyvis. That's where the Sharks are.
Go ahead. They lost their first 8 games.
And then they won 3, so they've won 3 out of 4 here. Okay. So, but the Jackets, of course, just had, 13 goals put on their heads in the last 2 games after having a nice little start. Yeah. So I just want to see a good brand of hockey. You want to make sure that Dean Evison, the head coach, who has got them playing a better style, he's something that we can respect, something that we can be proud of. And road trips are tough, right? When you got to go all the way out west, it's a little bit different, especially trying to get some confidence back after what happened against the Jets and the Capitals. So let's get off to a good start. This is a game that you can get. And then you're going to be at the Kings, at the Ducks on Saturday and Sunday. So I'm sure they're coming back. Wouldn't you think? I don't know this for certain. Maybe Jody talked about this today.
Is it not 2 games? Was it Wednesday?
They're playing playing tonight, and then they're not playing again until Saturday, Sunday. So wouldn't they fly back?
Where
Absolutely.
is it at?
They're in San Jose, then they're going right back to the West Coast, L.A., and then
they come
2 in L.A., Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
You got to. What are you going to do out there? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
I mean, it's the West Coast. It's a lot.
You can sightsee.
I'm about to say, there's a lot of things you can do out there.
Yeah, Disney's out there.
Sure.
Yeah.
We don't have anything else to do.
Disneyland, right? Because Disney World is in Florida.
Come on.
What?
Wait, you don't know. How old are you?
I went to Disney World.
Yes, and what state were you in?
Orlando, Florida.
So what would the one in L.A. be?
Disneyland.
Right. Well, why did you ask it like you didn't know? You asked a question that you already knew the answer to.
What's the biggest difference between the two?
The one in Orlando is just bigger and it attracts more people. It is the real mainstream attraction for all things Disney. So Disneyland is more of it's like a hybrid, right? It's a hybrid club, if that was in your golf bag.
So you've been there?
No, I have not been there. Disney World is your driver, right? That's your 9.5 degree driver. Disneyland is the hybrid club. You can't hit it as far, but it's nice. It's nice. You can hit some good shots with it.
Yeah, you got almost everything there at Disney World.
I just use a putter for everything. So
that's nice, Tyvis. I didn't even know what to say to that.
Good.
It's late. It's late in the show. I didn't have anything in the chamber.
I tell you what, I do have something for you.
Yeah, tell me, please, because I'm looking at a lot of Ohio State basketball tweets.
Yeah, I'm looking at women's basketball. The game just finished.
Game just finished. They win
104-69, and the freshman
Jelani Cambridge.
You know what I mean?
That's my gal.
You know how many points she dropped?
I'm going to say 27.
31 points. She was 12 of 14.
Yes.
She has 31 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Cody had 17 points and 4 rebounds.
Yes. That's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, she's really. Cody went 4 for 5 from Trey. Oh, she's added that to her game.
That is big.
Yeah, she added
4
that
threes
to her
for
game.
Cody McMahon. And you know what she's going to do in the paint. This is there anything better than the Buckeye basketball Selly tweet when they just do their our honor, defend, fight till the end? Something that I think you got to give Chris Holtman credit. I think it was his teams that started that little tradition in the locker room, and they give it up for Ohio, and it's great.
I think Dwayne was the leader of that. Dwayne
Washington might have been one of the centerpieces for starting that little Again, I can't exactly stamp that when it began, but it's clearly become a thing. And it's just great to see these guys celebrating and being able to enjoy the hard work that they put into that win. And obviously a big thing this week in Buckeye Nation. You've got Buckeye football ranked second in the initial college football playoff rankings.
It's a great time to be a Buckeye.
Yeah, Buckeye men's basketball knocking off number 19 Texas to start the season. They get a Youngstown State team. I saw Youngstown State couldn't play their opener, the men or the women, because of power outages at their facilities. I don't know if there was something going on in Youngstown or just on their campus. I don't know.
Are they playing them here?
That game's going to be here. Yeah, Monday at the Schottenstein Center. I don't think the power's going to go out at the Schott.
What time is that game?
6 o'clock on Monday.
So there's be no Buckeye show.
No.
Oh, no round table either.
No.
Wow.
Look, this portion of the show is called Tyvis Understands Our Schedule next week.
Buckeye basketball, baby. It's back.
It is.
How's North Carolina doing?
Hey, they got a dub.
They're about to lose to Kansas.
That's
what's about to happen.
Yeah. Hunter Dickinson might go for 30 and 20.
North Carolina's not good this year.
Don't worry.
They're good.
Don't worry about it, Jacob. Kansas is the birthplace of North Carolina basketball. It's all good.
That's crazy.
It is, right?
No.
It's wild.
No. That is wild.
It is. It's a wild thing.
I got nothing for that.
UConn ain't going to three-peat this thing?
We're done, Tyvis. And no, they won't.
Ended.
Hey, it was good to see you. I'll see you later, all right?
Sounds good.
See you on Thursday. Coming up, a little thing called You'll See, followed by Jackets coverage at 10 at the Sharks. Have a good night on the Fan.
The two most mature people working at the radio station. And that's just because they wear pants.
The pervert and the skivvies.
Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan.
Okay, name? Occupation? Great. You get a brand new Kia. For less than lunch. Under $5 a day at Great Lakes Kia.
Is that a turkey?
Of course. We're talking turkey. With event pricing and the credit approve-a-thon.
Wow, and new Kias are less than lunch?
Yes, under $5 a day. Lease new 24 Kia Forte LXS, EV6 Wind, and Sorrento LX. All three under $5 a day.
Wow, that's only $139 a month for 24 months.
Plus new 24 Kia Telluride LX under $8 a day.
$249 for 24 months.
He just got an EV6 with 0% financing.
Lucky goose.
Turkey.
Turkey, right. But I'd never get approved.
If you've got a job, you ride.
You guys are great.
Great cars, great people. Great Lakes Kia.
In Columbus.
GreatLakesKia.com.
GreatLakesKia.com.
You're such a ham.
To qualified buyers, visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
The National Veterans Memorial and Museum in Columbus preserves and shares the stories of our nation's veterans from all branches and all eras of service. With a gift of $20 or more, you can honor a veteran in your life by dedicating a flag in their name to be displayed on the museum's expansive grounds on Veterans Day weekend. Your gift will be matched, and your veteran's name will be shared on our website. Learn more at nationalvets.org.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Save time, reduce costs, and eliminate printer frustrations with Modern Office Methods, your award-winning managed print services provider. We know how to help your business reduce the cost of office printing by identifying necessary print and paper waste. We can improve your printer fleet and decrease the amount of printer frustration. Why wait? Start saving time and money today. Start with our comprehensive print fleet assessment by going to momnet.com and click on free assessment.
Come on over to Heartland.
Now, to run a successful business, you need to develop a strong relationship with your accountant, your attorney, and most importantly, your community banker. If you find it hard to get advice from your bank, maybe it's time to consider Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.